I'm Lucy with Rossmönster, and today I want to show you around the latest Baja Plus to roll out of our shop. This is an ordered unit, so it's going to have a few standout features from our standard Baja Plus, the first of which being that it's built on a Ford chassis. To date, we've built these units on Rams because they offered the adaptive cruise control and the lane assist, which is now something that the Ford chassis is going to offer moving forward from 2026 on. So this is something that we're really excited about because it allows you as the customer to choose what chassis works best for you. Whether you're a Ford person, a Ram person, we want you to have what you're most comfortable in. A few other features are at the front of this vehicle. Before we move rearward, we're going to have upgraded wheels and tires. We have the E-Click suspension system, so that's going to be different than the standard liquid springs that we typically put on our Pluses. We have a Buckstop front bumper with Baja Designs LP9 fog lights. We have the winch in the front, and then we have this light bar up top. Let's check out the rest of the vehicle. Another standout feature of this Baja Plus is going to be our Raptor guard. So that's going to make it a little bit more durable, rugged, just a really nice looking option as well. As we move rearward, we have our electric steps to get in and out of the vehicle, electric awning up top. We have our porch light to light up camp. We also have our MaxTrax table mounting system. So great to have your MaxTrax when you're out on the road, never gonna have to worry about getting stuck anywhere, but also you can use this as an outdoor happy hour table and really make the most of the outdoor real estate of this vehicle as well. Lastly, we have our freshwater fill port. So this unit is equipped with a 65-gallon freshwater tank, so plenty of water to really just live comfortably while you're out on the road and off-grid. Let's check out the rear. So at the rear of the vehicle, we have a custom storage box here. This is going to be a really cool custom storage box because we have separate entry points, but when you open it up, you actually have access to the entire box. We also have some removable racks in here, so really as they go through the seasons and figure out different adventures, you can customize this box for whatever's going to work best for the adventure of the moment. Additionally, these boxes have MOLLE panels on all of the different aspects, so not only do you get to store things inside these exterior storage boxes, but you can also store things on the outside of them as well. So you're really making the most of the rear of the vehicle back here. Closing out this area, we also have a custom rear bumper as well as an onboard air compressor. So that's going to have front and rear chucks so that you can air up your toys and not have to rely on anyone else to get everything up and ready for some fun. So on the driver's side of this vehicle, we have a few final features. We have our outdoor shower, we have our fuel, we have our shore power hookup. We also have a hatch to get access to our cassette toilet so that you can empty your black water tank. Really nice and easy there. Up top, we have another light bar. We also have our pop top, so that's going to allow this vehicle to sleep really comfortably. And that about closes out the exterior of this vehicle. Let's raise the roof and check out the inside. Welcome inside. Before I go into the specific components of this vehicle, I'll talk about the design and the overall layout. So this is going to be our LX floor plan. All of our Pluses are available in the LX and the EX. So this is going to be our LX, so let's check it out. All the way in the front, we're gonna have our Cabover bed. As we move rearward, we have our wet bath here, so that's gonna be shower stall and toilet. We have our galley in the center area, and then dinette that converts into a sleeping area all the way in the back, as well as a pop top up top. So this unit can actually sleep 6 people. When it comes to design, we have walnut slab door cabinetry, we have a thick cut Corian countertop, and then we have this custom dinette in the rear and aluminum topo edged backsplash in the galley. One of the things that makes the Plus really unique is just the amount of space in this vehicle. So when you compare this to our Trail, you're gonna have 9 extra inches of aisle, and you're also gonna have an extra 12 inches forward and back. So let's start all the way in the front with the Cabover bed, and we'll work our way back. Starting in the front of the vehicle, we have the first of 3 sleeping areas in this rig. So this is going to be our Cabover bed. To get into the bed, we have this nice ladder. Right now we have it at the lower angle, so that's going to make approaching the bed much easier. When you are in transit, you can just pop it up and store it away. Other nice features about this sleeping area, we have reading lights at the head of the bed, so 1 for each person. We have a nice charging nook here, so you can place your phones there, charge while you're sleeping. We have the blackout roll-lift screens on all of our windows up there, so you can make this completely dark at nighttime. But when you are at camp and enjoying the rig during the day, you can open those up and let the natural light in. And then lastly, for this bed, we're gonna have our skylight, so that has the blackout on one side, bug screen on the other, so you can really lay in bed, enjoy wherever you're at, close it down when you're ready to actually go to sleep. Closing out this entire area, we have our pass-through. So this is going to allow us to get to the cab of the vehicle, but then when you want to have it completely shut off, you can just drop this curtain down. This is a really nice way to just keep the cab and the camper separate. It's going to eliminate noise when you're driving and also allow both areas to be a little bit more climate controlled. Moving rearward, we have our wet bath stall. So one of the first really nice features about this shower stall is that our door is going to kind of match seamlessly with the rest of the cabinetry. So especially when you have the top lowered, this really just blends in. You don't necessarily know that you have a bathroom hidden in here. Once you open up the door, you have your mirror. Always nice when you're out on the road to check out how you're looking still. We have our L track, so that can be switched up for whatever you want to store on that door. We have a teak insert so that you don't have to actually stand on the composite shell, so you don't have to stand in a puddle while you're showering. We have our Thetford cassette toilet, and as we mentioned, we have the easy access port on the exterior of this vehicle. And then all the way up top, we're going to have a max air fan, so that'll pull any moisture, any smells out of this area specifically. So it's really nice to have a separate fan for this area, separate from the camper itself. Let's check out the galley. So the galley of these Baja Pluses is just really well equipped to live luxuriously while out on the road. First and foremost, I have to talk about the counter or the aisle width. So when you're in here on your own, just feels incredibly roomy, but also if you are in here with a crew, it's going to be easy to pass around people and kind of live in this space together and not be in each other's way all of the time. So starting on the passenger side in our galley, we're going to have a 2-burner induction cooktop. With that, we'll have Corian countertops with a 20-inch flip-up countertop extension, so making the most of the extra length inside the Plus chassis. We also have an aluminum topo design backsplash, so that's nice to catch any splatters from the cooking area here. Underneath our cooktop, we have a 130-liter fridge, so that's going to be drawer style. Just open up like that. And then rearward of that, we have our Breville combi oven. So that's going to be an air fryer, a microwave, and an oven all in one, which really just makes the options for cooking while you're out on the road pretty limitless. Moving over to the driver's side, we have the rest of our galley area here. So a little bit more countertop space. Then we're also going to have our sink. This is going to have a cutting board insert so that when not in use, you can keep that in and really extend, even get a little bit more countertop real estate. Once you open this up, you have a folding faucet, so that comes up, you can press it away. This is going to be 16 by 21, and then we have some additional storage here in the drawers. Everything's going to be on push buttons so it can stay nice and secure while you're out on the road. We're also going to have our uppers up top as well. So directly as you enter the vehicle, we have our Garmin control center. This is where you're going to monitor all of your batteries, all of your systems. If you want to turn on your heat or your AC from afar, that's going to be where you do this at. It has an app that goes with it. This is also a great option to connect with the Rossmönster service team on. So if you are ever experiencing an issue, we can actually log on from afar and help you diagnose whatever might be going on. In the rear of this vehicle, we have a dinette. A few nice features that I'll point out. First and foremost is going to be all of these windows. So all of these windows are going to be half slides. They're all going to have the roll lift blackout curtains so that you can close all of this up at night. But during the day when all of this is open, you really almost feel like you're outside when you're sitting in this area. Additionally, in this dinette area, this table can be lifted and lowered depending on what you're using it for. When it's lowered, this is going to be the second of 3 sleeping areas. The last one's going to be the pop top all the way up top. And lastly, we'll talk about storage for this area. So we have a raised floor here with storage cubbies on either side of the table. Underneath all of our bench sheets, we're going to have storage for our systems. So we have 1200 amp hours of lithium iron phosphate battery bank on this rig. We have a 3000 watt inverter, and we have 800 amp hours of solar all the way up top. We're also going to have a 65 gallon freshwater tank. Speaking of water, we have a shower in here, we have an exterior shower, we have our sink. All of those are going to be serviced by our hot water heater. So we're going to have hydronic hot water as well as in-floor heat and cabin heat to really keep this rig 4-season capable and comfortable regardless of the temperature outside. Lastly, we'll have the cruise and comfort AC unit to keep it comfortable when it is a scorcher outside like today. All right, for the last of our 3 sleeping areas, we have a pop top all the way up top. We're gonna have this extendable ladder so that we can get up there, but when it's not in use, it's obviously tucked away nicely. We have some really nice features up there. It's a great place to sleep 2 additional people, so let's head up and check it out. All right, welcome to the pop top in this vehicle. So this is going to be a really comfortable place to sleep 2 additional passengers. A few nice features about this area specifically. We have a max air fan up top, so you can kind of climate control up here. We have 3 different windows with bug screens and full closures, so you can control how much light is in here as well as how much airflow you're getting. We have a separate lighting zone, so if you want to stay up a little bit later than the people down low, you're not going to be bothering each other. You each have your own lighting systems, and then you're going to have USBs and charging stations, so you can really create your own little habitat up here. That wraps up this Baja Plus tour. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you have questions about this rig or any of our other models, shoot us a question in the comments below or check out our website, reach out to us, phone, email, whatever it is. We love to chat about all things adventure vehicles, so don't hesitate to reach out. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.